Alright guys, today I'm going to show you how to make my sourdough discard pizza dough. First we're going to take a cup of warm water, like room temp, maybe a little bit warmer. We're going to dump that in our mixing bowl. And then we're going to add a tablespoon of sugar and 2 teaspoons of instant yeast. We're going to go ahead and whisk that up and just give that a minute for it to foam up before we add the rest of our ingredients. All right, now we are going to add 2 cups of starter. Now, this is making 2 big pizza crusts, okay? So you can half this if you only want 1. Now, if you have the forethought, you could get your discard to room temperature. That would be preferred. If not, it's fine. It's just going to take longer to rise. Now we're going to whisk this until the starter is well incorporated with the watery yeast mixture. Should be pretty liquidy, just like that. Now we're going to add in 2 tablespoons of olive oil and 5 cups of all-purpose flour. All right, now we are going to add our seasoning. So I'm going to be adding 2 teaspoons of salt, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of dried oregano, and 1 teaspoon of dried basil. And we're going to want to get our dough hook attachment on here. All right, and we're going to turn this on a low speed until it starts becoming combined, and then we're going to turn the speed up. All right, and that looks about good. It took about 5, 6, 7 minutes. And your dough should feel tacky but not sticky. We are going to grab this dough out, roll it into a ball. We're going to coat this with oil, the ball and like the bowl, and then we're going to cover it. You need to let this rest and rise for at least 2 hours. All right, now we are going to cover this, set it in a warm but not hot area, and we're going to let this sucker rise. And I will let you know how long it took mine to reach the peak. It's been like 4 hours, and look at how much this rose. We are going to now cut this dough in half and make 2 delicious pizzas. We're going to preheat our oven to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, I went ahead and put some oil on the pizza pan. Now we're just going to use our fingers and press this dough out to fill out our pizza pan. And there we go. Now we're going to top it. You can top it with whatever you want. But first we are going to pre-bake this for like 5 to 10 minutes. Probably just 5 minutes because it's pretty thin right now. About 10 minutes of a pre-bake. This is what we're working with here. We're going to top it now with our sauce and other toppings. This is just going to be a basic cheese pizza. I did make my own sauce. I'll show you guys how to do that in another video. But we're going to go ahead and top it now. All right. And I made a quick little garlic butter herb sauce for the crust, and we're going to spread that on. All right, and then you could just bake this as is. It'll be delicious, but I'm also going to sprinkle some vegan Parmesan on the crust also. All right, and there she is. We are going to put her back in the oven now. We're going to put the timer at 10 minutes and then check on it after that. So I checked the pizzas, and I want them a little bit more brown, so I'm going to put them in for another 5 minutes. There she is. I cooked it for another 10 minutes altogether. And that is the sourdough discard pizza crust.